Hi, Andy here, the author of the Make Each Click Count book series and host of the Make Each Click Count podcast. Today's AMA is a big one and a hot topic in digital marketing right now. Are Google Ads still viable without third-party cookies in 2026? Spoiler alert, yes, but there's a catch. Let's dive into what's changing, what's working, and what e-commerce businesses need to do to keep thriving in this new cookieless era. What's actually changing? So first, let's define the playing field. By now, most of you know Google has officially started phasing out third-party cookies in Chrome. Finally, Firefox and Safari were ahead of the curve here, but Chrome, which owns over 60% of browser market share, held off until recently. That makes 2026 the first full year where third-party cookie tracking is truly gone from almost all major browsers. Now, if you're running Google Ads, especially on the display network or YouTube, or if you're relying heavily on remarketing, you might be thinking, wait, doesn't this break everything? Not exactly. What's going away are third-party cookies. Those are cookies set by a domain other than the one the user is visiting. These cookies have been used for cross-site tracking, retargeting, and profiling users. But here's the thing. Google is already pivoting, and so should you. How Google is adapting. The good news? Google isn't just pulling the rug out. They've introduced what they call the Privacy Sandbox, a collection of APIs designed to maintain ad relevance without violating user privacy. One of the key players in this new ecosystem is the Topics API, which replaces third-party cookie-based targeting by assigning users to interest groups based on recent browsing behavior. It's not as granular as before, but it still gives advertisers enough data to target. Then we've got first-party data, and this is where you, as an e-commerce business owner or marketer, have a massive opportunity. I've been preaching this since the 2022 edition of Make Each Click Count, Google Ads edition. Whoever owns the data owns the customer. This shift isn't a loss. It's a wake-up call. Google is giving priority to advertisers who bring strong first-party signals. Think email lists, purchase data, CRM integrations via enhanced conversions, and customer match. So yes, Google Ads are absolutely still viable, but now the winners are the advertisers who own their data and know how to use it. What e-commerce brands should do now. All right, so what should you do about all this? Let me walk you through the 3 action steps I recommend to my private clients and students inside Make Each Click Count University. Step 1, strengthen your first-party data collection. If you're not collecting email addresses, phone numbers, and customer behavior on-site, you're behind. Start offering value in exchange for emails. Think discounts, loyalty points, exclusive content. Use that data in customer match and enhanced conversions. Remember, this isn't just about targeting, it's also about measurement. Google can now use hashed first-party data to tie conversions back to users even without cookies. That's a big deal. Step 2, leverage Google's machine learning. Now, I've said it before, machine learning isn't perfect, but it's improving, especially when fed high-quality data. Campaign types like Performance Max and Smart Shopping, now rolled into PMax, rely on automation and signals you give it. The better your product feed, the better your customer data, the better your results. If your Performance Max campaigns are underperforming, chances are you've got signal issues, weak audience data, bad conversion tracking, or poor creative. Fix those first before blaming the algorithm. Step 3, test, measure, adapt. Here's where the fundamentals still apply. Just like I wrote in the 2022 Make Each Click Count PDF, testing is king. You want to split test creative, landing pages, product listings, offers, because even with AI, humans still buy from humans. Without cookies, attribution gets harder, but not impossible. Use tools like Google's Consent Mode, GA4, and offline conversion imports to tighten your tracking. And for the love of conversions, get your UTM parameters in order. How this affects remarketing. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Remarketing. Without third-party cookies, classic remarketing lists based on site visits are limited, especially if users reject tracking. But don't panic. You can still use first-party audience lists, engagement-based YouTube audiences, and customer match to remarket to people who've interacted with your brand. Also consider layering your remarketing with native email marketing. A good Klaviyo or MailChimp sequence tied into your Google Ads campaigns. That's the new holy grail. Think multi-touch point, not one size fits all. Final thoughts. So to answer the original AMA question, Are Google Ads still viable in 2026 without third-party cookies? Yes, but they're not set it and forget it anymore. Not that they ever really were. Now more than ever, success with Google Ads comes down to owning your data, feeding Google high-quality signals, letting automation do the heavy lifting, but only after you've done yours. Testing, tracking, and optimizing like your margins depend on it, because they do. And hey, if this feels overwhelming, don't sweat it. That's exactly why I built Make Each Click Count University. It's a step-by-step framework to help e-commerce business owners take back control of their ads and profits without wasting time or budget. If you have a question on online advertising or need more tips on e-commerce marketing, let me know on my YouTube channel, within the Make Each Click Count Facebook group, or send me an IM or email at info@makeeachclickcount.com, and I'd love to help. And until next time, happy marketing!